Hey guys, today I'm going to be giving my bike, which is the Trek Slash 7, a full service. You probably already noticed that there's no forks on it, or front brake pads there, so my GoPro battery. That is because my forks need a new air spring, so they're currently in the shop getting that. And let's use this rope, set up a bike stand and get started. Now we've got my bike hung up on this bike stand. I'm going to take off the back wheel so that the weight's balanced out because it's kind of like back heavy. Then I'm going to take everything off my handlebars so that I don't have handlebars floating around, and yeah. Alright, we've got our first problem. The back wheel, the derailleur was in a weird gear when I took the back wheel off, and now the chain's like gone around and looped it, so I'm going to have to try and fix this now. Now we've got our handlebars off, so I'm going to put them up here. Now let's move on to getting the cranks off. Alright, so here you got all my parts. I got my headset parts here. I'm going to put my bottom bracket parts here. So I got the crank arm off, not the drive side crank arm. Just by using a hammer with a cloth to knock it out, and I'm going to do the same on this side. It's a bit harder doing it while holding you, so you can just go here, and I'll try hammering it out just like this. Oh, that was my bash guard. It's coming out. Now it should just hopefully just like. There we go. Here's our crank. Give this a bit of a clean because it's all greasy. Pull this little shim piece off. Put the crank on there. Other shims down on the ground down here. Put that shim there. On there, put these both over there. Now, here is my bottom bracket. Not particularly dirty, but still worth cleaning. Look at all that. Now I'll go on the other side. Now that's clean. Put you back in time-lapse mode and get the shock off. What is this? My Allen keys has gone and broken. That's not very good. Top shock bouncer off. Now let's move on to the. Alright, so now we've got the rear shock off. There was washers that were in there, and now you can do stuff like this. Hold on. Test out the suspension travel. Like that. Oh, there's a lot of metal in there. Just in case you didn't know, I have a RockShox Deluxe Select Plus. It's got compression, which is open and closed, and then rebound. And it's 170 mils, I think. Here we have my bash guard. You're probably wondering why I don't have a chain guard on there, which is just up here. And that is because it's a bit hard to see, but if you look closely, this here is bent. So when it was on my bike with the chainring on there, I'll just give you a quick demonstration. If that is on there, just like that, and then we get my crank set, and that is like that. It's like, you can see where it's been rubbing. You can see where my chainring's been rubbing on that, on the brake disc. I mean, not the brake disc, on the front cassette, or the front gear tooth, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I've got this back on. I've sort of unbent it, but it's, I don't know. I'll have to see, I'll put the cranks back on and see how it feels. Alright, now that I got my bike almost fully down, I'm going to clean everything. Cleaning the headset, clean the frame, clean the bearings. I was going to take these out, but I did these the other day. And these ones. I really cannot be bothered taking the linkage fully apart. I'll stuff it, I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know if I can get this off, I will, but I don't know if I'll be able to because of the internal cabling for the brake and shifter. Okay, so I got a bit of a problem. I physically cannot get this undone. Like, I've lubricated the end of it, but I physically can't undo this. I'll take the bike off the stand and try it. Got a bit of parts collecting here. I managed to get these bolts undone. It was so tight, I don't even know how I managed to. But here is the linkage. It's actually quite light. Got 4 bearings in it. The linkage bearings are there. They're stiff but smooth. Alright, now I'm going to have to clean these bearings and try and get that apart. Or maybe I might try taking apart the seat stay first. I've just gone and put a cloth over the back brake just to stop it because it's right next to the greasy derailleur. Now I'm going to try and get the rear triangle, the seat stay apart, I mean. Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, I'm going to try and get the seat stay off. So, I managed to get that pivot bearing off, not the bearing. Damn, that bearing's crusty, it's all rusty, I need to clean that. I managed to get these pivot bolts out, which go in here, but no matter how hard I tried, I can't get these other ones out. So I'm just going to clean it all, put it back together, chuck some lube in there, and hope it's fine. Alright, now we got the linkage back together and the rear shock back on, so I'm going to put the bash guard back on, and then the cranks can go back on. As always, got the Mino chip thing, the Mino link. Got that in the high position because I always have the higher bottom bracket, that's what I'm used to. Because I case a lot of stuff, as you probably know. Now I've got the bash guard and cranks on, so give the bottom bracket a bit of a grease up, so that's running nice and smooth now. Now we're going to mount the rear brake again with the adapter, which is this one here, which I need to clean. Probably gonna get a new rag now because that one's like all wet and kind of rank. Here's my wheels down here as well, by the way. So I'm gonna rear brake, put the chain back on, and put the back wheel on, and then put the bars on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I've encountered a little bit of a problem, which is this thing right here on my derailleur moves from there down to there and then back up, and I have no idea how to fix it. I've tried loosening that and tightening it, but pretty much no matter what, there's like zero tension on the chain when the wheel's in. Like, that's with the bolt there loose, so I'm gonna try to fix that and just give it a go. Back brake on. I can't get off hard enough. Oh. Alright, now that we got handlebars back together, sort of, everything's still loose, so I can adjust it when the forks are on. But tomorrow, or the day after, when I get my forks back, I'll continue the building. I'll give these a clean now, actually, so that they're ready to go. And yeah. Alright, so it's the next day. I've got my fork back. RockShox Yari was 107 mils, but now I'm pretty sure it was a 180. It's a 180 now. Got the old air spring up here that I broke. And let's get to putting it on. Right, now I've got the fork, headset fork and front wheel on. I'm gonna put the front brake back in place, adjust my handlebars again, because they should both be up and nice like that, but they're like, adjust them, adjust the air pressure, and yeah, we should be good.